Top of the morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If yeah, Zuku. What, or should I say, the What If Inhuman Zuku was in, or was on the Skull Island, and yeah, I had pictures like from yesterday, but somehow they were like got deleted. So I'll just use this as example. So yeah. So in this what if Zuko, or it takes place after, like, or actually, trying to think. It takes place after Zuko left the city and went to the Kaiju's. It was island. Yeah. But in that same universe, or like, slow down. Okay. In that universe thing, or in that last video thing, I didn't tell you guys that the him in those videos, or in this alternate timeline, that when the human is born, or like reborn, the like was reborn, it gives birth to a kaiju of that type. So like fire, air, Zuko, or fire and human got Das, Big Bird. Wind got Mothra. Water, Zuko got water. And Earth, Zuko got, yeah. And then got gravity. So, like, yeah. so they, so they left her kids in, on that island. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Basically, that's how it is. So, yeah. The basically some of the kaiju this is a baby version. This is a baby version of the prehistoric one, because some of them have two kids, and some have one. So basically, like, Flaming Bird is one from the Fire Zuko, because Zuko split into 5, and he got 5 creatures. So, yeah. So we got him as fire, her as the wind, because, yeah. And I forgot to mention, some of these powers have, like, yeah. So, yeah. Some of them have, or most of them have intelligence. of like super genius ones. So yeah, and some of them have the ability to transform into humans. So yeah. So then the basically that's why. I mean, yeah. So let's begin. So after Zuko left the city to join or to go to the Skull Island, where he meets his kids. His kids were pretty happy to see him. Um, because they know that all five of them, or like five different personalities of Zuko, were actually part of him. So yeah, so they're happy to see him. So then they came in or so time progressed and yeah, so basically Zumi was kind of like she wants her like brother her back thing, and plus she knew that yeah, plus Momo, who is super worried about her or worried about Zuko, because he know that he finally went over the edge. Plus, they can't call him because they deleted his phone number off their phones. Anyway, so yeah. So then the basically Zuko was yeah. So they go or searchers around the entire city, but they know they know that he went to the Skull Island, the most dangerous place, or they thought it was the most dangerous place, and yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, as he's just like walking around, he doesn't, or they all know that he spends quality time with them. So yeah, and plus, as time progressed, Momo, who and her team went to there, as Zuko knows that they're coming. So yeah, so then people are like, so yeah, some of them have the appearance of a human on that island. Like, yeah. He says, be on your best behavior, okay? Okay. As, yeah. So then they go in and they, yeah. So it was Momo, Ochako, and the, like, Class 1A with a pro heroes, couple pro heroes and soldiers. Because being on Skull Island is not okay to being by themselves. And for his inhuman self that absorbed his 5 personality things, you know what who he got to was Godzilla himself. Yeah. So then everybody's like, okay, so how are you surviving this long on? As he tells them that, as he looks at them, tells them that the Skull Island is actually out my home. They, those creatures that you saw were actually the kids. And so, yeah, of mine. And Momo and Ochako couldn't believe it. Those monsters are his kids. How is that possible? As he tells us them how the inhumans have this tendency to like become more and more human. Yeah. So, yeah. So Momo ends up here, let me switch over to here. Momo decides, and of course Ochako decides to ask him if he had to date one of them, who would it be? And Zuko says, both of you. But before we move on my YouTube, on this channel, you guys voted for, like, I put a poll up saying, would you rather choose for Inhuman Zuko's girlfriend? And why? So basically, the majority vote was to Momo. Oh, and yeah, Momo ends up, yeah. Here they are. So basically, all 5 of them um, were pretty strong. Um, like 5 of them is, yeah. So, yeah. And I put on a wrong picture actor for this one. If you could control gravity thing, or like, so control gravity. This is supposed to be like the All Might hate, or like the kind of like Magneto, but I ended up putting the female Zuko, who of the wind, right here. That's so dumb. No, no. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So then they agree to date him, and yeah. So that's why I'm just like telling you. So now it is time for me to, yeah. So they start an overhaul, like was on a boat, huh? Float over, and yeah, the water one was is could sense there's unnecessary boat thing as he looks up as it, and it heard a conversation of, we will take those creatures and experiment on them. As a giant sea serpent comes in, destroys the boat. As, yeah, the is Zuko hears the destruction as he walks over, like runs over. As the sea monster looks up, or like, and tells Zuko that they were gonna attack. Okay. As he looks over at Overhaul, mm-hmm. As Overhaul is like, huh, you will not stop us from taking those monsters. Mm-hmm. As he the Mothra tells Zumi, her father, or no, actually, not Zumi, the Mothra's is, when she was in her human form, told Zuko, her father, the to calm down. I'll let us deal with it. Yeah. Okay. As humongous kaiju's like this one and this one went and destroyed them. And yeah, basically he or Zuko was pretty powerful. Yeah. So now, yeah, after the overhaul fight thing got done, Zuko became, or like, he had a lot of fights going. So yeah. So then Ochako and Momo stayed with Zuko on that island. And yeah, Zuko and Zumi, or no, Zuko joins up with, yeah, Ochako and Momo, and they both like bread and they both, or Ochako and Momo gave birth to 6 kids each. So basically 12 kids. That's fine because the kaijus that are in their human form, Herm has, or they, yeah. So then the kids were like 6 boys, 6 girls, and yeah. And they all have inhuman DNA mixed with their. So basically, their quirk of, of their mothers has been fused with their father's quirk, and plus has now been modified to basically like a name like similar. Sorry, I'm trying to think. So basically it was similar. So as Zuko can tell that, or all, and plus all the kaijus can tell that they will have more kaijus to play with. Yeah. So then over time they, or his kids reached age of 5, and they all like turn into these, hold on, into like smushy egg looking things as Momo and Ochako thought they were in peril, but Zuko who says no, this is what inhuman is. They spawn in these eggs, or when they are reborn, like how I was. But they also, based off of their type. So yeah. So Zuko tells them. So then. So, and don't let the Quirk Doctor do that, or take Zuko's DNA of Inhuman and like put it in someone else's body and like, yeah. So I'm talking about their DNA. He changed. So yeah, basically Zuko, his kids, has now been reborn as a Inhuman, and then there was a lot of kids formed, like 12 monsters So basically, yeah. So then, yeah. Some are just crazy. Some are just like Looney Tunes. So, yeah. Plus, then yeah. So, oh, that's why. And, and yeah. And if there was any villains that tried to come to shore, they would have probably met their son, or the water, or Zuko's, or no, water Zuko's son. Yeah. Basically, yeah. And then yeah. But if they do manages to bypass him to go right to land, then every other kaiju like him might tear them to shreds instantly. Like yeah. So, yeah. And plus Zuko, or inhuman Zuko, was actually immortal, so he can never age. Because when he was reborn as a inhuman, he was a special kind of inhuman, where he basically he can never die. He doesn't grow old or die. So yeah, like immortality kind. So then the so then basically both of them, yeah. So Choco and Momo didn't have that. But then when Zuko shared his DNA with Ochako and Momo, they became like a similar to rebirth thing. Yeah. So yeah, Ochako and Momo were stayed the same for all eternity thing. So now, yeah, and if you guys haven't seen the What If Deku became the Inhuman, go check it out. It's pretty cool. Come on now, guys. Yeah. So, yeah. So, if you guys want me to do more of like almost similar stuff, but because I'm thinking about redoing the What If Deku was the Transformer, and yeah, or making a new custom one, and or going back to the roots. By means of roots means that I could recreate what if Momo, or no, not Momo, what if Moo Moo was in My Hero Academia? Kind. So, yeah. So, now, this is a morning one, so I chose to do one thing that I always do. Welcome to this part of the video of Who Fused with That guy from Despicable Me. Yeah, Greg. Who will he be fusing? Gomesaddams. Let me look that up real quick. I just looked at it now, and this is what I got right here. So, I'll probably have some fun with that. The Despicable Me character fused with the Addams family. Yeah. Every time I say it, I have to snap my fingers. The Addams family. Yeah. Because of that stupid song. I'm not going to play it because it's copyright. So, I do not want that. So, let's do round 2. Frozen, the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah. So that is going to be 2. Whoops. Misclicked. That and that. Or I'm going to find no ads. Okay, so peace out, y'all. Before this stuff gets too crazy.